James and the garbage. James is a mixed traffic engine. He is proud of his shiny red paint, and sometimes he likes to show off. One morning, James was very excited. Sir Toppinhead had told him to work with a new engine. "I hope he's smart and useful," he whistled. James met Thomas waiting at the signal. "The new engine is waiting for you at the shunting yards," tooted Thomas. "I can't wait to meet him," puffed James, and he chuffed away as fast as his oiler could bubble. James steamed into the shunting yards to look for the new engine. He was the dirtiest little engine he had ever seen. "Hello, James," wheezed the new engine happily. "My name's Whiff, because I'm a bit smelly. You're going to help me collect garbage." James was horrified. "Oh, come on then," he sighed. "Let's get started." Gordon was talking to Edward and Henry in the siding. When they saw James with Whiff, they laughed. "Hello," whistled Whiff. "Who's this new engine with you?" said Edward. "We smelled you coming for miles," wheezed Gordon grandly. "My name's Whiff," whistled Whiff. "It suits you," laughed Henry. "Oh!" James was very embarrassed. He hurried away. Whiff puffed after him. Up the line, James and Whiff passed more engines. When they saw Whiff, they all laughed too. James was tired of being teased. "I must get away from Whiff," he huffed. James pumped his pistons. "Wait for me!" whistled Whiff. But James wasn't going to wait for Whiff. And soon, Whiff was a long way behind. James was glad Whiff had gone. "It's not my fault he can't keep up," he huffed. Later, James had to wait for Bertie at the crossing. "Where is this new engine?" honked Bertie grandly. He got lost," wheezed James. "No, I didn't," whistled Whiff cheerfully. "Hello!" "Oh," sniffed Bertie. "Aren't you going to introduce me to your new friend?" But James didn't want any more to do with Whiff. He chuffed away as fast as his pistons were pumped. "Wait for me!" whistled Whiff cheerfully. Up ahead, James saw a branch line. "Maybe if I puff down here, Whiff won't see me." And Whiff didn't see James. He puffed past on the main line. James chuffed all around Sir Toppinhead's railway. He tried to hide from Whiff, but still, everywhere James went, Whiff always found him. In every tunnel and in every siding. At last, James escaped from Whiff. "Thank goodness," he wheezed. "Now no one will laugh at me for working with such a smelly engine." Up ahead, James saw Toby. He was very cross. "I meant to be taking Dowager Hat to that important lunch," wheezed Toby. "But my way is blocked by all these smelly garbage wagons." "Flatten my funnel," steamed James. They were the garbage wagons that James and Whiff should have cleared earlier. "Someone will have to move them," sniffed Toby. James knew that was his job. "Oh, I suppose I'll have to move them." "Ugh," he shuddered. James buffered up. He pulled as hard as he could, but the wagons were much too heavy for him to move on his own. Just then, Gordon chuffed past. "Can you help me move these garbage wagons?" tooted James. "Me?" snorted Gordon. "Certainly not." Can you help me move these garbage wagons, Edward? Peeped James. Ugh, no thank you, wheezed Edward. James was upset. Toby was getting impatient. If Whiff was here now, he'd be happy to help me, James sighed. He wanted to be my friend, but I wasn't kind to him. I must find Whiff and say sorry. James looked high and low for Whiff, but he was nowhere to be seen. Then, at last, he heard Whiff's funny whistle. Hello, James, whistled Whiff cheerfully. I was wondering where you gone to. I'm sorry I ran away from you, puffed James. That's all right, whistled Whiff. I'm just glad you found me. Let's get to work. Toby was getting very impatient. Don't worry, Toby, tooted James. Whiff is here to help now. Toby was surprised. Hello, are you Whiff? He asked. Yes, I am, replied Whiff. And you must be Toby. James and I are going to move these garbage cars for you so you'll be able to carry on your way in no time. Yes, we're going to move them together, chuffed James. Oh, thank you, James, whistled Whiff. Toby watched as James and Whiff hobbled up to the garbage wagons and quickly shunted them away. Toby was very impressed. Whiff is a really useful engine, he ringed. I know, bubbled James happily, and he's my new good friend too.